First, hello and welcome, Mr. Patrick. Thank you for being with us today. I would like to ask you a couple of questions, but first, introduce yourself to us, please.
An honor to be here. My name is Patrick Bولفيرميلر, and I'm the new CEO of Acronis.
Welcome. All right, please tell us why you joined Acronis and how your experience with GoDaddy gives you interesting insight into cyber protection.
So I'm happy to answer both questions. So why did I join Acronis? Acronis is an amazing company, and there are three reasons why I joined them. First, and most importantly, an amazing team of senior people with tremendous knowledge. I mean, Acronis has hundreds of patents already, and some pending, but most of them issued around the world, which provides great intellectual property to really be successful in that highly fragmented and strong growing market. Second, the product Acronis offers is a very unique product, as it combines both the cybersecurity piece on the one hand, but also the resilience through the core backup functionality. And that combination is quite unique and makes it really, really compelling to me, or made it compelling to me to join the company. And finally, obviously, it's a strong market we are in. I mean, the market itself is a $40 billion market around the globe, is growing at 20%. This itself provides another opportunity of hyper growth in the coming years. And this is something which really excited me. So what does help me from my previous roles to actually be successful? I think first and foremost, it's really about understanding the service provider and the indirect channels. From the very beginning of my career, now 20-ish years ago, I've always been focusing on the indirect channels, be it the service providers, the agencies, or the resellers, or the distributors. So this is something I'm very familiar with, and I learned to grow with these indirect channels. And second, I did also look after a lot of security products there. Products we sold to the end customers, but also products we use internally to protect our estate. And a company like my previous one I worked for, obviously with millions of customers and tens of millions of devices connected, needs a lot of protection because everything is connected to the internet. And that itself also helped me a lot to be hopefully the right person for Acronis going forward. I'm eager to do my best.
Great. Okay, next question. Do you have any specific plans for Acronis or projects that you are in charge of delivering right now?
As the CEO of a company, you're always in charge for everything, from the very simple to the most complex topics. The one thing I'm really going to focus on is continuity. Why is continuity so important to me? The company is currently tremendously successful, growing the service provider part over 100% year over year, more than 10,000 service providers under contract already. And I just want to continue with that path we are on right now. So that's number one. Number two is obviously when you grow so significantly, it is very important that you bear in mind this always brings some change. I mean, the company today is half the size it will be tomorrow in 1 year. And that obviously means continuous change. And that's the one thing I will really focus on, making sure that my team and everyone in the organization can grow with the business. We have the right processes in place. We have the right people we find to fill all the open racks, all the open roles we are looking for. That's what I'm really going to focus on, because that's the foundation for everything else. That's also the foundation to continue to grow at that pace.
Great. Best of luck, of course. Okay, next question. How do you see the cybersecurity landscape and what are some of the biggest threats?
The cybersecurity landscape is a tremendously growing and evolving market right now, because obviously a lot of money is being invested on the one hand from all the companies who protect, but also on the other hand, it's having and finding some new and unique attack angles provides you with tremendous upside, provides you with tremendous return and reward if you're a bad actor. So there is an imbalance for the bad actor to attack, it's very easy at almost low risk with a significant return potential. On the other hand, we have all the companies who need to help and protect against these actors. And that is really the great opportunity for us to really cover all different perspectives. At the same time, this imbalance between the bad actors on the one hand and us, the protectors on the other hand, is the biggest threat, because obviously there's always someone out there who might be interested in just finding the new and the best way, which no one has thought about yet. This is the reason why cyber resilience, so the backup and having a copy of every data, is so important. Because if someone on this world finds that one angle, we are still protected. We can still bring you back online because we do have a copy of the data. We secure you and we make you resilient.
All right. Okay. Will you be spending a lot of time in GCC?
So I'm spending a lot of time wherever I'm needed, and I'm needed around the globe. I've always been a global citizen, and before the pandemic, I was about 250 days on the road around the world, also a lot in GCC. So I've been in the area not only for business, but also for leisure more than once, and I really enjoy to be there. And I hope to be there soon again, at latest for our summit in December this year.
Next question. Do you see any difference in the threats faced by companies in the GCC compared to the rest of the world? Is it the same, or there is a difference between the two?
So I think holistically speaking, the threats are the same around the world, because it's not about specific attacks based on political or other reasons. It's really today, most of the attacks are driven by algorithms, by machine learning, robots who just try to, through ransomware or malware, attack as many systems as possible to then collect money in form of cryptocurrency or other ways. So this is holistically the same around the world. What we have seen through research, on the other hand, is that the awareness for cyber protection is slightly lower in the GCC than in other regions around the world. And that obviously makes that region a bit more vulnerable compared to others. And that's where Acronis comes in. We want to help to protect every workload, want to protect every service around the world, no matter where it's hosted, no matter where the customer, the end user actually sits.
Perfect. All right. It was the last question. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Mr. Bاتريك, Acronis Chief Executive Officer, CEO. Thank you being with us with MENA Tech. All a pleasure.
No, thank you for having me. It was an honor to be here. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.